Thanks for tuning in to the JLW channel. If I said it before, I'll say it again. We need to pull together. First topic is, let's talk about the government shutdown. The government is still shut down. Why? Why is the government still shut down? Why haven't it not been open yet? Why haven't the Republicans and the Democrats come together to a conclusion to open up the government? Families, and I'm talking about families, are losing food stamps, are losing funds, got to go in debt, got to go borrow loans and all these other things and other topics to make ends meet when they shouldn't have to. I was told, and I watched the Breakfast Club, and someone came on there and mentioned that even though they're holding out for the health care, for a year's time, it still is going to go up. So we might as well come to an agreement and open up the government. What I was hearing too on CNN, that Trump has been, his case has been filed against him, and the judge ruled over him that he has to let the funds go for the SNAP benefits. But he don't want to let them go completely until the government is back open and they come out with an ordeal. It's all sad. And ain't nobody taking the loss but the American people. The American people are the ones that taking the loss, taking a big hit on this shutdown. It's been a whole month. A whole month. Gonna be the longest period of time in president history that the government been shut down under Trump. I knew it was shut down under Obama, maybe before his time too. But why is the government still shut down? The bad part about it is, and as I said before, Trump and his administration has got into their feelings and has took away food stamp / SNAP to be cut off from millions of Americans. So not only is we losing money and funds, or they're losing money and funds, if you work for the government, you no longer get paid, but the people are losing food out of their homes. Some folks get $900 with food stamps. Some folks get $700 with food stamps. Some get $550. Some get $650. You know what I'm saying? Some get $1,000 of food stamps. And I'll be honest with you, to be honest, they're no longer getting them no more. So what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Not only is people starving without money-wise, getting paid, but we're starving now from the food stamps and the SNAP. So not only is the money not coming, the food is not coming as well. Let's take a look at what the red and blue, talking about Democrats and Republicans, is doing to restore the government. Let's take a look. And as we take a look at that, I want to play another video that's talking about the Democrats and the Republicans not coming together. And we're going to take another look at one of the representatives of the House talk about that Trump got pulled into court and they ruled over his objective to shut down food stamps. Let's take a look at this video.
This morning, what we've talked about many times and what I've said here before, the president is on the ballot in 2026. President Trump is on the ballot next fall. Because if we lose the majority, if the Republicans, the common sense people here who are doing the job for the American people, if we lose the majority in the House and this radical element of the Democrat Party were able to take over, we've already seen that movie. They will try to end the Trump administration. He won't have 4 years, he'll have only 2, because they will move to impeach him probably on the first day of the new Congress in January 2027, and they will try to
Exactly a month into the government shutdown, the Capitol is empty, the Senate is gone for the weekend, and this weekend, some of the worst impacts of the government shutdown are about to hit. One in particular, SNAP food assistance will pause this weekend in about 49 states across the country. So what does that mean? It means that Americans who rely on SNAP, 42 million across the country, will not get benefits deposited into their SNAP accounts starting November 1st. They won't get anything deposited into what are called their EBT cards. These are often some of the most vulnerable Americans, and we've talked to a number of them now in our reporting, and they say they don't know what to do. One mom in Michigan told me she's going to have to rely on water while her children eat, and she forgoes meals. Food banks across the country are already preparing for a surge. I've talked to organizers who say they are treating this food emergency like the early days of the pandemic. That's the level of demand and need that they are seeing. Now, there is this ongoing federal lawsuit about SNAP. The Department of Agriculture has an emergency fund.
All I know is no, sir, you will not get a third term. That's not going to happen. I mean, the Supreme Court gonna have to find a big boy and big girl panties and do what's right. The Constitution is very clear, sir. And frankly, you never should have had one term. If I'm gonna be perfectly honest, you were never qualified to be president of the United States, not once, but definitely not twice. And your incompetencies are showing. Your own people, yes, my home girl, Marjorie Taylor Greene, is also very disappointed in you. Listen, you are a loser. And
as we can see, the Democrats and the Republicans are not coming together like they ought to. They're holding out. They're not taking things seriously. And if one party is and the other part ain't, or is one party and the other party ain't, like, it's time out for not agreeing to disagree. We know that your objectives is not the same. We know your opinions are not the same. We know you're going to hold out on opening the government because Republicans need at least minimum of maybe 15 to 30 people to vote to keep the government open. But right now, what we're looking at, the government will not be open because the party that they need to open it back up, which are the Democrats, are not going to vote to get it back open. And I understand, but in that sense, you still got American people trying to figure out when their funds are going to start back up. You still got people working for the government wondering when is the money going to start rolling back around. I'll be honest with you. It takes two to tango these days. It take a mama, it take a daddy. But, there's always a but. We need y'all to feel the way we feel, or the way they feel. With $700 for food stamp and no food stamps are coming. They got to take $300 and make ends meet. And what if they're not getting $300? So that means they got to go find a job because they own, all of these government benefits. And I'm not saying that people need to sit on their rusted dusted and not do anything and wait on government assistance. But what I'm saying is they been getting it. Why are they not getting it now? Like, why are y'all not coming together? I was looking on the news today and on TikTok, and I see that they are having a meeting on today. Or if it were yesterday, getting played today. So they was talking about different representatives will get up and talking about SNAP benefits and opening up the government, and they need this many votes and that need that many votes. Look here, we know y'all don't agree. We know y'all don't like each other. We know most of y'all voted for Trump. We know half of them didn't. All I'm saying is you are hurting the American people by keeping the government closed. You are hurting your own, which worked for you. Make sure everything is out in a certain pace. Make sure all the money is taken care of. Make sure every dollar is counted. And you're not paying your government officials. Most of the government officials don't even have a job. Like, what are we doing? Republicans and Democrats, what are we doing? When are we going to say enough is enough? Let's get the government back open. Let's get it open. We are in November. Thanksgiving about what? 3 weeks from now? 3 to 2 weeks from now? And we haven't had the government pitched out and red in the sky. It's back open. What is going on? What is really going on? Y'all shouldn't be happy. I know you're mad. I know you're upset. I know you're angry. But you shouldn't be. We people should be. The American people should be. Why? I was just talking to my brother today, and we were like, we thank God that we're not working for the government, working for the state. Because if we're working for the government, we wouldn't be getting no funds in, and we'll be losing out on a lot of stuff that we have. Phone bill wouldn't get paid. Light bill wouldn't get paid. Water wouldn't get paid. Rent wouldn't be getting paid. Land fee wouldn't be getting paid. Car note wouldn't get paid. Insurance wouldn't get paid. Car insurance, health insurance wouldn't get paid. A lot of stuff wouldn't get done if we worked for them. But at the end of the day, you got taxpayers, which are the American people, paying their tax faithfully. And you take the government and just shut it down because you don't want the cost of health insurance to go up. It's going to go up regardless. So let's open up the government to help the American people, your people, the people that you fight for, Republican and Democrat, the people that y'all represent 365 days of a year. We need you to do what's right and open back up the government. Also, let's take a look at Miss Jasmine Crockett as she speaks on Trump and his third term serving the White House. Let me just give you a rundown. Trump said in a video, or I heard that he said in a video, I haven't seen it yet, but it's been a lot of talk that he wants to run a third time. He's already been one, already been twice. I heard you can only have 8 years in the White House as president. Trump is trying to run a whole nother 4 years. He's trying to do a 12. You feel me? And Jasmine Crockett said it's not going to happen. Jasmine Crockett said they need to stand up and take ye of who's in the White House doing all this nonsense, doing all this foolishness, doing all this causing mayhem over the United States of America. I've seen every part of America talk about Trump and his ways and his action that he's taking is hurting the American people. Sending in troops to different states, not to help stop crime, but to start crime. To fight against the American people that ain't doing nothing. Nothing wrong. But let's watch this video. And Jasmine Crockett is going to tell you how she feels about Trump and his third term. Let's take a look.
I know is no, sir, you will not get a third term. That's not going to happen. I mean, the Supreme Court going to have to find they big boy and big girl panties and do what's right. The Constitution is very clear, sir. And frankly, you never should have had one term. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, you were never qualified to be president of the United States, not once, but definitely not twice. And your incompetencies are showing. Your own people, yes, my homegirl, Marjorie Taylor Greene, is also very disappointed in you. Listen, you are a loser. And unfortunately, we all are being dragged down with you in your loser way. I don't know what black woman hurt him in his past, honey, but it is really taking him through it. Listen, he's never been known to be an Einstein. This is not a guy who got in on merit when it came to going to college. This is someone who, but for him being born with a silver spoon, probably wouldn't have got into anybody's institution, unlike me. So, you know, I am not worried about that. And I wish people would look at the fact that you have.
As you see, Jasmine Crockett says, it's not going to happen. Folks need to stand up to Trump and let Trump know that guess what? Your ways are played out. After 2028, you're gone. We're sending you back to where you belong. In your Malago. On down to a whole nother state. Right now, at the end of 28, we need to get you up out of there. We need to get somebody that's in there that's going to stand up for the American people. Not try to start war, but prevent war. Trump said he prevented war on certain videos I watched. He prevented war and he didn't want war to go on, and he's president. Look, that's all foolishness. What Trump did and what Trump hadn't done, who cares? I agree with certain things that he do, with certain things he do, I don't agree. Nancy Pelosi, the woman that was the Speaker of the House for many years, 12 and more, has now retired from politics. I don't believe that she's going to retire from politics, but she retired from, serving the American people out every day. I guess she wants to spend time with her husband, but she's retiring. And Trump said in one of his videos that she was incompetent, however you say that word. She wasn't doing anything. She didn't mean anything to him. She was arrogant. She was ignorant. All these different things that Trump put out there was none of it true, because she kept the American people in good hands. She was like State Farm, because State Farm is there. When Nancy Pelosi, she was in the White House, Speaker of the House, she was there. The one we got now is on Trump's side. So we know how things are going to go. And he's probably a Republican as well. But let's watch this video that Trump, somebody was videotaping him, and he said something about Nancy Pelosi. Let's take a look.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
About Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi's retirement.
I think she's an evil woman. I'm glad she's retiring. I think she did the country a great service by retiring. I think she was a tremendous liability for the country.
And on Dick Cheney.
I thought she was an evil woman who did a poor job, who cost the country a lot in damages and in reputation. I thought she was terrible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
About Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi's retirement.
I think she's an evil woman. I'm glad she's retiring. I think she did the country a great service by retiring. I think she was a tremendous liability for the country.
Trump is foolish. Trump is not wise. Trump need to go back and redo it again. Why? Because what he's doing now, I promise you, if stupid wasn't the word, I don't know what it was. Yeah, what it is, what it could be, what it should be. You feel me? I don't know what the deal is. Like, really, when you think of Trump, you mind just blown. Like, so many stuff he done said, so much stuff he done and continue doing. It's like, are we coming or going? Democrats, Republicans, open up the government, get these funds out, get these snaps back started. It's going to take a while to get the snaps back started, the food stamps back out. But let's start right now, opening the government. That's the first thing. Negotiating with Trump, whatever Trump ain't trying to do, this and that. And let's start getting the money back rolling, and let's get the snap back rolling, because the American people need it. On to the last topic. Let's talk about the new mayors that has been elected in their town. In Atmore, Alabama, where I live and stay. And my stomping grounds, as you want to call it. Atmore, Alabama, Mr. Lasner has been sworn in. I think that was Monday, for the new mayor position in Atmore, Alabama. We applaud you, Mayor Lasner. In Frisco City, Alabama, Mr. Brandon T. Love is the new mayor of Frisco City, Alabama. We salute you, Mr. Love. In Baymonette, Alabama, Mr. Brown has been sworn in as new mayor of Baymonette, Alabama. And as we learned, staying in Baymonette right now, as we learned, the old chief of police, Mr. Talbert, has stepped down, and they got an intern to step in. I'm going to say it like this, and I'm going to leave it alone. God is shifting the atmosphere. If you ain't right, it's time for you to get right. Because the new mayors are dishing it out. They're not scared. They don't care what you think. They don't care what you say or what you heard. but they're putting it out there that it's going to be a new way of thinking, new way of living. And guess what? I'm all for it. Frisco City, Bay Minette, and Atmore, I salute you to the fullest. Mayor Brown, Mayor Love, Mayor Lasner, we are looking to see what you're going to do while you have the mantle in your hands. You say you're going to do one thing, we're looking to see is you're going to do it. Y'all need to come on out, as well as myself, to some of these city hall meetings. Let's start voicing our opinion to the young mayors that has been elected to sit in those chairs and to run their town. Mayor Love in Frisco City, stand up, go out and listen to your mayor. Listen to your city council. See what they got on their agenda, and let's work together to make it work. The same in Bay Minette. Y'all got him in the chair. This is what y'all wanted. Y'all dream has come true. God has answered your prayers. Guess what? It's time to stand behind him. It's time to stand behind. Let me say it again. It's time to stand behind him. He's already showed you that he is capable of doing the job. You voted him in the seat. Now it's time to stand with him as he direct the people of Bay Minette, Alabama. Atmore, Alabama. We need you to stand behind our mayor. Let me just put it out there. He's not black, not Puerto Rican, not Mexican, not Chinese. He's white. Mr. Lasner is white. He's a good person, and I am going to grow to love him because he's young, he's educated, and he's ready to do what it takes to grow Atmore. People say, oh, he brought this in, he brought that in. It doesn't matter. He's bringing in revenue. He was on the city council, now he's mayor. Let's stand behind, let's not talk about him, let's not criticize him, let's not put him down, let's lift him up. Guess what? The Bible says, if God be lifted up, he'll draw all men. If Lasner get lifted up, not like God, but like a human should in a strong and peaceful position, guess what? We'll see a change in Atmore. It does not just start with the city council and the mayor. It starts with Atmore. So let's support our own. Again, Mayor Love, Frisco City, Mayor Brown, Bay Minette, Alabama, and Mayor Lasner right here at Atmore, Alabama. We salute you. We salute you. And we do send a big shout out to Pritchard, new mayor. I guess she's the first black woman mayor that is in Pritchard. We want to salute her as well. Again, let's do something to change somebody else's future. And not only their future, but our future too. I learned if we stick together, a lot of things will work. If we stick together, a lot of things will come to pass. If we stick together, a lot of things will take place. But if we draw from each other, guess what? We're going to fall. United we stand, divided we fall. Until next time, may God continue to bless you and keep you is my prayer. Deuces.